Hey there, I'm Melissa Ike, registered nurse and functional nutrition coach, and I'm here today to talk to you about effective strategies to reduce overwhelm from procrastination, specifically when it comes to starting a healthier lifestyle. Now, we tend to procrastinate because we are waiting for the right time, and I'm here to tell you that the right time there's never a right time. It's now. The reason I say that is because it's so easy to wait for everything to line up perfectly and to have the right time in your life and to have that the kids' activities aren't taking up all your time, or maybe that your husband is on board, or work is just too much right now and you just don't want to take on something else. But I am telling you, and I promise you, that there is never a great time. You can wait and wait and wait, but you'll be waiting forever. And so here are some effective strategies to really look at why you're procrastinating and what you can do today to start making that change. So the first reason that we procrastinate is one of two reasons. The first one is we're avoiding pain or an unpleasant task. Our brain doesn't want to do the thing that's uncomfortable. I mean, do you blame it? You don't want to do the uncomfortable thing because you'll be uncomfortable in that moment. But remember that discomfort right now means getting to your goal later. The other reason we do it is to seek pleasure. So instead of doing the thing that we should do, we might sit on the couch and watch Netflix. We might sit on our phone and scroll social media because that is the biggest dopamine hit that you probably had all day. We'll do other things like maybe organize the pantry, and sometimes we'll literally do anything to avoid taking that first step. By waiting, we find something else to take the place of the thing that we should be doing, thus creating a feel-good feeling. This is called negative reinforcement, and it's why we keep doing it over and over again. It's basically a tiny little reward for avoiding the thing that we should be doing that your brain is not very comfortable doing. You did the thing that caused the pleasure, right? You logged on to social media, you scrolled, it felt good. You didn't do the thing, but you felt good in the moment. And that's your brain being like, hey, you did it. You survived. You avoided it. Just like today, I could have waited for the perfect time and the perfect circumstance to record this video. But you probably hear kids screaming in the background. And I can't do anything about that. I could have waited for the perfect day. But the perfect day will never arrive because the next day, something else will happen. I haven't showered today. I'm still wearing my gym clothes. I have a sick kid, and they could run in here at any moment. But I took the first step. The first step, I turned on my camera and I started talking to you. And that's all you need to do. Not turning on your camera, but the thing to take your first step towards a healthier lifestyle and a healthier choice. So I want to talk about meal planning. That's really the biggest thing that we could tackle right now. Meal planning can seem overwhelming, especially if you follow Pinterest or YouTube and you see people lay out all of their meal prep containers and it's beautiful and they have like 25 meals laid out and they're just so organized. That is overwhelming. I agree. That is overwhelming. And that's not what meal prepping has to be, but it just is the forethought on food. So let's take the big task of meal planning and break it down to the very first baby step that you need to do in order to meal plan. I'm not even talking about groceries. I'm not talking about a list. I'm just talking about open up your schedule and take a look. That's your first step. That is breaking it down to the tiniest, littlest, babyest thing that you can do right now. All you do is open up your schedule. That's the first step. Once you take that first step, that second step is right behind there. And it's even easier because you've already got the momentum. You did the first thing. Now you do the second thing. And you decide, what are we eating tonight? Am I going to the drive-thru? Or am I going to actually cook the chicken breast that I laid out? Or the food that maybe you did prepare over the weekend? What's that first step? Your first step towards taking action is your next meal. You don't need to wait for the perfect season, the perfect year, the perfect month, or for your kids to go back to school. You can literally start at your next meal. Clean up your protein, add some veggies, done. So stop procrastinating. The procrastination is causing your overwhelm. All you have to do is take that first step, and I guarantee that the second step is easier. So remember, done is better than perfect, and you can start at your next meal. I hope that you found some great feedback and information. Stay tuned because next week I'm going to send you another video with some ways to break down the next thing. If you have requests on what you'd like to hear from me, please let me know. I'm always on the other side of this email, or you can comment below in YouTube. I'll see you next week. Bye.